Hey, we're so excited that you're here to experience the joy of Christmas with us at the Liberty Light Show. We love our community and we want to make a difference in people's lives every day through our community partnerships, and we're inviting you to join us. One way you can make a difference is through the Liberty Light Show Diaper Drive. So if you brought diapers tonight, the parking team will collect them when they stop by your vehicle. Christmas is the season to focus on the thrill of hope, the pursuit of peace, and the love we extend to our neighbors, and we're grateful for neighbors like you. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
End of July, we start planning for Light Show. We start laying out a design, what changes we're going to make from last year. This year, for example, we're adding about 10,000 more lights, but when we're ordering it, it takes about 6 weeks for us to get it. So we have to start planning way in advance. Yesterday I got a call that stuff had arrived and been delivered. I went up to delivery dock and there wasn't anything there. We have the distinct advantage of sharing the exact same address with a facility about 12 miles down the road. So we're hoping that maybe we can go down there, ask them if they got our packages. Otherwise, we're looking at a lost shipment of 10,000 Christmas lights that somebody's gonna have on their doorstep.
We have two different models of controllers that help control all the lights that you see. Some of them are dumb controllers and some of them are smart controllers. And when you're watching this show, you may see that some of them the entire strand is changing and some of them we're able to make pictures and moving effects. We love the smart ones. We can get a lot of cool effects out of them. These ones are totally data and computer driven. So each one has a little tiny circuit board in the bulb that's talking to the controller. And this is where we actually wire in the little wires that go directly to the bulbs. These are different from your average Christmas lights because they got a few more wires that we have to hook up. For the smart lights it's 3 wires, and for the dumb lights it's 4. 1 for ground and then 1 for red, green, and blue.
It's been a few days since we lost our shipment of lights, and we were able to find them. They were delivered to the other address that has the same street and number as ours, but a different zip code. And that has essentially turned into this LED wall that you're going to see here. It's one of the big new features that we've added this year.
I'm programming Joy to the World, and there's a really cool guitar solo that happens about halfway through the song that I'm really excited about. We always kind of start with choosing our color palette, and we want to make sure that all the programmers have a different color palette because we don't want any of them to look too similar. So I got a really bold color palette this year, which I'm really excited about. It's supposed to take us about 20 hours per minute of music that we're programming to. So I have a 3.5-minute song, so it's going to take me about 70 hours to program this one song. So each little box right here is going to represent 1/10 of a second. It's crazy how much of a difference 1/10 can make in your programming. So these are our trees, and then these little lines that you're seeing right here are going to be in between the containers, kind of highlighting our musicians. These circles are actually the lights that will be flashing on our live musicians. And then we have 25 stars this year that are just kind of sprinkled throughout. Then these little trees over here are going to be out in the parking lot, right where you're going to be sitting. This is also a new element that we have added, and it's a pixel wall. We are really excited to get to show that off this year. There's one part in my song that I just got so excited about the other day, and so I took a video of it and I sent it to all the other programmers, and I was like, you guys, this is going to be so cool, and I'm so excited about it.
One of the things that makes the Liberty Light Show so unique from other light shows is that we use live musicians. When people drive in and they experience the Liberty Light Show, they swear that they're just listening to a pre-recorded track, and these musicians that they see in the windows are fake playing. We can guarantee you that all of the music that you hear is completely live. None of it is pre-recorded. But we have some magic that we use that is used in a lot of different productions. It's called a click track. It's not very interesting to listen to, but it's basically a metronome or a pulse that keeps the musicians together. And they can't see each other. They can't hear each other. They all have headphones in, so they play their instrument, they sing their notes along in time with this beat. And then when you add the music to it, it's right in time. A lot of people like to know, how in the world do you select music? This year, we actually opened it up and we gave people a way to suggest songs for the light shows and then vote for their favorites. And so we ranked them from 1 to 34. Unfortunately, we had some losers in the battle. In last place, we had Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. That didn't make the list. We ended up with 4 songs. One is a Christmas medley by an Italian group called Il Volo, which I'd never heard before, but we had to transcribe that piece. The music did not exist out there for the orchestra, so we actually had to listen to the recording and write that out, but we have more of some instruments, we have less of some of the other instruments, so we ended up customizing this for our needs. So rehearsals start about 2 months prior, and we begin rehearsals on it. A lot of them are doing personal rehearsals. We have these weekly rehearsals that kind of gear up all the way until the final week of the light show. The dress rehearsal on Thursday night before opening night on Saturday is the first time that we ever see all of the live musicians with the lights synchronized. So it's this big puzzle piece that over time kind of starts fitting together, and it really doesn't come all together until dress rehearsal night.
One of the questions we get asked is what company we hired to help us do this. The answer is we don't. We do it all in-house. So we do it with volunteers at the church who come and give up their time during the day, and the evenings, and on weekends when they're off of work. I'd like to thank them for all of their tireless behind-the-scenes effort to pull off this show. I'd also like to thank the company that comes and lifts the containers into place for us. Those guys come on their day off and give their time to lift the containers for us, and we really appreciate it. From all the staff here at PB and from all the volunteers who put in countless hours, we hope that you and your family have a great time. Enjoy the show.